So I've been increasingly blocked and called a bully by grown men recently, and it's getting to the point where I need you to psychoanalyze me on why it's happening because I really don't think I've done anything extreme. I'm going to start with an example from a 33-year-old man I was seeing a couple times, and the last message he sent me was, "I'm just telling you where I'm at, and now I'm being bullied. LMAO." And then immediately blocked me on Instagram. And then after that, I'll get into my ex-situationship who also blocked me on Instagram and said that I need deliverance from the evils of my past. This is the thing. This is why you always need to actually require effort, because when you let it slide, you always get stepped on, okay? You need to stand on business because it never ends well. And this is kind of proof of that. So basically, we had just hung out around our neighborhood a couple times. We went to get coffee and little pastry. He made me food a couple times. He cooked food, okay? But we never went on a serious date. To me, because I still go on serious dates. A serious date is we plan this, we got a reso, we have tickets to this show, whatever it may be. It's not yo, let's go for a walk and see what happens. You know what I mean? I basically told him that I like hanging with him, but I'm used to more effort and romance. And he said, well, I think cooking for someone is the highest form of romance. So I guess we just have different perspectives. And I was like, no, I get that, but we had already had a conversation about this. And he had said, yeah, we're going to go out next week or something. Never listen. Never listen. Just never listen. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. And then when you bring it up, you're bullying. You're bullying. Anyways, he said, I think romance was definitely evolved. It's all perspective. And I said, Kate, well, my version of romance then. It's one thing if you're over there with your definition of something, but if you have no interest in meeting somewhere or caring what my definition of something romantic and effortful looks like, then you shouldn't be dating. And he starts saying, I'm on a purposeful journey. He's literally mentally right now, all I do is work, go home, and go to the gym. But he was constantly FaceTiming me and asking me to come hang out. So I'm just saying, no, you can prioritize your time if you like someone to help your partner have a good time if you care about them. That's all I was saying. And then I was just saying, it sounds, because the way he was saying, he was I'm in this transitional phase in my life. All I do is work and go home. And I was like, Casey, then why are you dating? Why are you dating? And then he says, now I'm being bullied. I don't understand why okay. That was instance one. That was instance one of many. And I did get blocked on Instagram immediately and maybe on text immediately. I don't know. With my ex-situationship who said I needed deliverance. Well, actually, initially he had blocked me and then he unblocked me on Instagram. And then he texts me and says, we should talk, whatever. And then we call, and then he basically just didn't want any of my feelings to be there, and that was upsetting for him, and I guess I didn't grow because I still felt the way I felt about certain things that had happened. And then he was like, okay, never mind, this is a lost cause, whatever. But then I blocked him at the end. Yeah, okay, that's the second instance. Next instance I can think of that was kind of recent was with the guy who said he got dry because I didn't pay for the beer at the brewery that he invited me to, that he suggested, because I don't know anything about breweries. And then at the counter, he was already putting that face on, that I feel weird about paying right now face. And I guess he had paid for tacos or something. Not that I don't think it should be this transactional, but I knew he felt weird about it. When you get energy from someone that you're being weird about paying right now. And so I just went to the separate counter with my couple things that I had, and he looked at me like I was gonna pay for his. No, actually, he looked at me like he wasn't gonna pay for mine, and I took that as I'm gonna pay for mine. And then afterwards, we walked out, and he was like, damn, for a second there, I thought you were gonna pay for my beer, and I got wet. Now, I'm dry. That's engraved in my brain. And then we went somewhere and he was just being a Debbie Downer in a way that he thought he was teaching me something by being negative about everything that I liked. It was this little place that I like to go there with my dog sometimes, and he was just making everything seem stupid. Even we would go into a shoe store and he's like, you really buy from stores like this, blah blah blah. It's like a pop-up sneakerhead store. And I had never actually bought from a pop-up sneakerhead store before, but let me look. without making it like, oh, you're just so above everything and you just know all these. And then he started to say, you know, a lot of people really like my opinions and value my opinions. That's a weird thing to say to me. When, like, if I point out you're being negative and you're like, you know, a lot of people really like my opinion. And he was like self-identifying as life of the party. Anyways, I think I just like kind of was like, yeah, it's not fun for me to like enjoy things and just listen to you hate them and degrade them and say everything isn't fun and why was this $5 for a drink and all these things. Like, I don't care. And also he was like complaining about downtown Toronto, which is my pet peeve. Like, it's my pet peeve. And he was saying, I can tell you're like a downtown girl. Whatever. Anyways, so I basically just said in my voice all the things that were bothering me, and he was like, there's a tact to telling someone these things, and like you're just coming off like tactless and harsh. And I was like, okay, you've never been told no to your face. I'm so forward and blunt, like I don't know how not to be. And then I get blocked. But I wear it. I wear it as a badge of honor. I don't always get blocked, okay? Not everybody pulls that out of me. Lots of people have never seen me upset. My ex-situationship, at first, he was like, I can never see you emotional. And I was like, no, I'm emotional. He was like, I don't believe you. And then he started to piss me off and disrespect me. Then all of a sudden, I need deliverance. Well, you can't. An angel doesn't live in hell. Devils live in hell. You put me in hell, I turn into... Anyway. I'm never even mean, though. It's not like I'm name-calling. I'm just saying I don't understand why you think... I think it comes off very blunt, and I really, really look people in the eye, and I can read them for filth, and I guess it comes off a little hurtful. And for that, I'm a little sorry, but not that sorry. Anyways, my Canadian came out. Bye.